there's a farmer, and he's generous, and he's sowing seed all through the land, all through his fields, and some of it falls upon the hard path. That's pretty normal. Some of it falls upon the shallow soil. Everybody knows that that's possible. Some of it falls upon the weeds and the thorns. Pretty typical, but some of it falls upon the good and the fertile soil. And that's what you hope for, right? That's what you want. And then Jesus says this line. It comes at the very end of the story. Are you listening? This is really important. Right at the end of the story, Jesus says that seed produces a harvest 30, 60, or even 100 times what was sown. Here's what you need to know. A typical farmer in Jesus' day, when they would sow seed in their fields, a typical farmer could only hope to expect 5, 10, maybe 15 times what was sown. But Jesus says that when the gospel grabs a hold of a man's heart, when the gospel of Jesus Christ enters a man's life, when a person responds to Jesus Christ, that his heart is like good and fertile soil, not producing 5, 10, 15 times what was sown. But Jesus says that gospel in a man's life will produce a harvest that is 30, 60, even 100 times what was sown. Here's what Jesus is saying to you this morning. That when the gospel of Jesus Christ grabs a hold of your heart, the impossible happens. Yeah. The impossible happens. What does not seem possible, all of a sudden in the kingdom of God with Jesus Christ becomes very possible. A man who is addicted to drugs, a man who is addicted to alcohol, he seems impossible, a hopeless, lost cause. I've seen it happen with my own eyes. But when the gospel of Jesus Christ grabs a hold of his heart, that he is free in Jesus Christ, set free to live a new life, and the impossible happens before your very eyes. 30, 60, even 100 times what was sown. A marriage that is broken on the edge of destruction. Hopeless cause. No hope for them. But I've seen it time and time and time again when the gospel grabs a hold of their lives. The impossible happens. It doesn't seem possible, but I've seen it. I've seen it happen. Families broken, but restored in Jesus Christ. Women consumed with eating disorders and bulimia. But when the gospel grabs a hold of their life, the impossible happens. Teenagers rebelling against the Lord, rebelling against their parents. Hopeless causes, right? Never with God are they a hopeless cause. Because